So Donald Cerrone is 37. He's got a couple options with the UFC. One being, of course, the retirement conversation. It doesn't sound like he wants to, so I'm going to throw that in rear view mirror. Dana and him can have that talk. I don't know him. I don't know anything, so I can't say anything about that. But he's had five. If you count the Nico Price fight, which he did lose, he just got poked in the eye twice, so he took a point. Otherwise, he loses that fight. That makes it 5 in a row. You can count it as 4 in a row, 3 in a row, whatever you want. Because Ferguson, his eye swelled up, so a little iffy. Leave it. Tony was on his way to winning, but you can always throw that question mark in there. And then he got KO'd by Justin Gaethje and KO'd by Conor McGregor, 2 KO losses. And then I thought he beat Anthony Pettis by decision. The judges saw it a different way. That's why I'm here making videos for no one to see, and they're judging fights because they know that. And then Nico Price versus Donald Cerrone. Nico Price won that fight, in my opinion. So you got five losses, if you will, 4 in a row, and then a tie, whatever you want to call it. You got a couple options of what you can do with him. Does he become the journeyman that he kind of is known for being, if you will, or do you still try and throw him to some tougher competition to see if he can make one more shot? I don't know. I think that he's in the middle, but we'll see as time goes on how many more fights he has left. He said he wants to have the rest of the year off, though, which is a big deal because I think he has time to grow. He has time to see his kids, of course, but I'd like to see him go to a different gym for a little bit. He's working out at the BMF ranch, but I think he's just getting into the same similar routine. Everything's familiar. I think he needs some new challenges. I think he needs a coach that's going to push him different than he's been pushed. He was at Jackson Winks for a while. That was really good for him. He was doing a great job there. But since then, he's been by himself, I'm pretty sure. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure he's been by himself for the most part. So I'd like to see him go to AKA or American Top Team or even TriStar up in Canada. I know it'll be a little difficult because he's in the popular divisions and those 3 gyms have people in those divisions. But even if you worked with a coach or a couple people who aren't in that division, like even if you went to AKA, worked with Daniel Cormier for a bit, and just got some wrestling tips or improved his game with something small. Just get out of his comfort zone. Even the workouts, if they're different, and he just puts them, renews him, if you will. So I think that'd be a good idea for him. Just a new style, refresh, reamp everything, and then let's go again next year kind of stuff. It's going to be weird, though. I don't know if he's going to want to. It worked for some fighter. It worked for Cody Garbrandt, for example. He was at Alpha Male. He had the 3 losses in a row, and I think he worked with Mark Henry, I believe it is, as well as Alpha Male for his last camp, and it went well. So, like, just changing it up a bit seems to work for most fighters. So we'll see what happens with him. That's what I'd like him to do, but it's whether he wants to or not. Because you gotta think, he's got a family now. He's got a second kid here now. He's got the whole BMF ranch he's got to take care of. It's how many fights does he have left? Is it worth moving for a couple months for 3 more fights? It depends. He's making good money off of it. He's got his sponsors, of course, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But I don't know. Does he want to? Does he want to make another run, or is he just here for some money? Because he was going for a title run a couple fights ago, but he's lost 4 or 5 in a row now, so it's kind of out of the picture at the moment unless he has a couple big wins. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. I think that him moving to a different gym would be something awesome for him to do. And then I think that I'd like to see him next year fight someone. If he fights he's number 15 in lightweight, so I'd like the lightweight division. So I'd like to see him fight at lightweight again, make another run there if he can. And I'd like to see him fight Kevin Lee, to be honest with you. I think that'd be an interesting matchup that would really challenge him. And it'd be a good fight for both of them because they both have lost the last couple fights, I believe. And it would just be a new challenge for both of them. and both of them, if they win, Kevin Lee's got a big name behind him now that he just beat. If Donald Cerrone beats him, then he's be a top 10 guy. So win for both of them. I think that'd be a good idea for him. If he doesn't do that, then I think you go to 170 pounds. I'd like to see him versus Vincent Luque. I think that it'd be a tough fight for him, but I want to see that tough fight for him, especially since Vincent Luque has been on a tear. You could stop that hype train, if you will. I think that'd be a fun fight as well. It could be a good kickboxing match. Be awesome for the fans. You could have that as a headliner for a fight night. And I think it'll work amazing. Yeah, so that's what I'd like to see him do. We'll see what happens with him, but that's what I want to happen. I want to see him go to a different gym, or at least train with some new people, get some new experiences, test himself, push himself to the limits a little bit more than he probably has been getting comfortable at the BMF ranch. That's what I'd like to see. And then I'd like to see him fight either Kevin Lee next year or maybe Vincent Luque. That's what I'd like. I don't think either of those fights will happen because I'm an idiot and I don't have good matchmaking skills, but that's what I want. We'll see what happens. Yeah, till then, peace.